what do you learn by doing all the steps along the way? And just for people who don't know, cross collar choke from the mount. So jiu-jitsu starts in a neutral place. There's people on their feet, and then you get to the ground somehow, and then there's the person on top and on bottom, and then there's a guard with the legs between the two people, and then you can get past the guard. As you get past the guard and you into side control and so on, you get more and more and more dominant positions. And so mount is considered to be one of the most dominant positions. It's when you're past their legs, sitting on top of their stomach, putting pressure on them. And cross collar choke is using their jacket to how would you explain that? To choke.
So I have the collars. I put my both hands on your collars, and when I squeeze, you press your neck, so it blocks the vein. You go to sleep. So you choke people with your hands in the wrist. You put them, you grab the collar, so you get the wrist around people's neck, and you squeeze.
Yeah. The discovery of that is fascinating. I mean, because it's interesting. It's like, you can imagine there's all kinds of ways to choke a human being. What animals do it with their mouth, right? They put their jaws around and the fact that you can kind of discover this methodology of the right kind of positioning, and then it becomes an art form, of why this, why not this, right? Or why not this or something, to figure all that out.
We practice, that will come easy.
Over time, you figure out what works and what not, and then more further and further details and subtleties start to emerge. Anyway, on that process of being able to beat some of the best people in the world and the thing they know is coming, what's the difference between a white belt doing that and Roger Gracie doing that? The thing that's so hard to explain. What do you think you're picking up? Is it some tiny, tiny details of muscle movements?
It is. It's many tiny details, because it's the whole movement itself. It's the perception from beginning to end. Like every step of that movement, it's important and precise. So it's, you miss one detail on the way, you collapse. So when you say with the black belt has no control over the whole movement. He's thinking beginning and end. So he goes straight to your neck, regardless. He cannot read the other person. If it's time to let go, if it's the time to go for a neck, should I be pushing here before I get my hand in? Is this the right time to go deep, or should I deal with this first before the second hand?
That's at the beginning. So it's at the white belt.
Yeah.
At the very beginning of the journey.
Yeah. The white belt, you just think, finish.
Yeah. And then as you get progressed, you see that there's this giant tree of possibilities that you're almost feeling your way down. I mean, would you be able to teach? Do you even know what you're doing?
By the details.
Okay. But it's hard to convert into words, probably.
No.
It's possible.
Then you don't know what you're doing.
Okay. So what are some most important details that you could say? Maybe positioning of the hand, the gripping. Is it the positioning of your body, the posture? Is there some interesting insights?
It's a combination, because first you have to put your body in a very strong position that you don't require your hands to hold them out. So the choke is that's first, because I cannot use my hands on the floor to stop you escaping.
Yeah.
So if I have to, my body has to handle that. The way I position myself, I have to do it in a way that don't require my hands for balance.